Okay, I think that I'm back, guys, and I so apologize for what's actually happened. What had actually happened, I'll wait, hopefully somebody will come back in. I'll turn this volume to mute. Oh, hi, Joe. What a bamboozle. Christmas morning, everything is a rush, rush, rush. And basically, what was happening is my boy got a drone and pretty much decided he would sit in his bedroom pressing all of the buttons, and that was the noise. So I had to track it down, and what a bamboozle. But Merry Christmas to anybody that's here from Australia. I haven't got it up on my screen here. I've got it over on my other screen. So forgive me for moving over there and checking it out. Okay, I'm trying not to be rude. Yes, Florida Diver lives in Florida. So I'm guessing your weather's. Hi, Eric. Hi, Tommy. Thank you, sweetie. Yes, Merry Christmas here. Hi, Uber Goober lady. Hope you're doing well today. It's Christmas Eve over there. Well, for all of you in the States, taking a break from wrapping. I spent until midnight wrapping presents, so I'm a little exhausted today, and setting up this live stream didn't run as smoothly as it did last time. And Uber Goober lady helped along with other people throwing me hints. I know that I can do it from here. I'm just going to lower this, and I am going to go into so I can minimize and get the chat up beside me, rather than me having to look sideways all the time. I should be able to get the chat up here, which will be much better and much easier than me looking at the tuxedo rather mask. Than me thank you very much for being here. Look sideways all the time. And I should be able to move this over a little bit up here, and I'm which will be much better and much easier than me looking at it. For being patient. Oh, hang on, turn the volume down, guys. Thank you very much for being here. See, great morning for me, I tell you what. That's what you get for hanging up stuff at midnight and running around. Please tell Jack and Lily Merry Christmas. I will. Hailstorm 48, thank you for being here. Did your baby pythons get anything from Santa? No, you know, they did not. Which, you know, what they'll ultimately end up doing, Lily, and you can't see her, but Lily is, you might just be able to make her out there. Whoa, whoa, in the hangout spot. And Lily was up with me at 7 o'clock. And yes, well, Uber Goober lady, we haven't yet got to Christmas. Well, it's been Christmas morning. I'm having Christmas dinner here, and that's when all my family, yeah, she is chilling over there. I would get it down, and I possibly could, but sometimes she thinks if I'm going up there to grab her, that I might be going to put her home, and so she'll kind of go the other way, because generally when I go to get her, she thinks Mum is going to actually put me home, and I won't today. She can hang up there. I'll have to keep my eye on her, of course, and make sure that she doesn't go wandering. Lily's pretty good at not wandering around the place. Yes, she's a cheeky girl, my Lily, but yeah, she was at the door at 7 o'clock and I opened it up and I did do a video of her coming out. I'll give you and Lee and Jack a copy of the movie Krampus. Yes, yep. And basically Lily was telling me that she needed to go to the toilet. So I'm sitting outside. It would have been about 8 o'clock this morning, letting Lily do her thing and go to the toilet, because otherwise she'd have been frantic all day here with me, with guests, and I really don't want that to be the case, because Lily and Jack especially will not mess inside of their enclosures. So it's been a wonderful thing being able to get my snakes toilet trained and go outside. But unfortunately, it is a matter of you have to be in tune to them and realize that's the signals that they're giving you, because if I don't and I don't take Lily out, she'll be very, very upset. And just wanted to say that I'm very honored to have you as a friend. So glad to have so many friends as the years comes to an end. Eric, I can't agree with you more, and I feel exactly the same way. I watch Eric live as much as I can. Eric does some pretty early live feeds, but sometimes goes on a little later in the day and I'm able to catch up with him. And he's so supportive of everybody and he's there for everybody. So if you haven't watched Eric or any of his lives, go and say hello to him. Lovely guy, lovely family, and can't do enough for everybody. That's Eric. And Cami was here earlier. I don't know if she's still here. I know she's a very busy lady. Didn't want to miss the stream, as I can wrap one more gift and watch at the same time. Yeah, keep going, Tommy. Oh, you're welcome, Eric. You do the same for me, and you do it often for me. So that's what we're here for. Being able to sort. Hi, Azzy. Azzy and Squeezy Love Diary is on here too. Azzy is the one who sent me my beautiful gifts, which, as you can see, I'm wearing. Of course, I'm going to be wearing. It's Christmas Day, and it was like Christmas Day every time I went out to the letterbox, and here was a little parcel waiting for me. I'm dying laughing gay over your group. With Robert and the crew over in the UK. Yeah, I know. I was the odd man out. Well, actually, I think I was odd girl out because I was the only girl on there. And, you know, they're full of mischief, those boys. And I was, you know, up at 4 o'clock in the morning and trying to have my head together to go on this live stream. And, yeah, I was just kind of there just going, oh, yeah, whatever. And occasionally I'd say something and, you know, I could be a little bit more out there with that video and say a few cheeky things. I think that's how it was, that I wouldn't do on my channel. Yeah, they're great guys. And I felt very honoured that Robert actually asked me to be a special guest on the show. It was great, actually. I really enjoyed it, but I don't want to be getting up at 4. When I say I don't want to be getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning again, I'm up at 5:30 anyway. So what was an hour, but you missed some girls. I needed more girls. I was, yeah, boys. It was tuxedo mask. It was great fun, actually. You know, they're just polar opposites to me. Robert's channel is about Mr. Fix-It. He fixes this and he fixes that, and he's in his shed and he does videos and he cracks me up. He's really funny. you know, his rubbish bin is wherever he happens to throw whatever he's got in his hand. It lands on the floor, and he occasionally sweeps the floor, and he'll find something. Oh, is that where I put that thing? So his shed is a schmozzle, and but he makes a lot of good things too. And you can pretty much learn how to fix anything from Robert and his channel. Robert Nergan, I think is his name. I always get his last name wrong. But yeah, I did have fun, and it was really good. And it's the first one I've ever done as a special guest and a hangout with people somewhere all the way over there. So yeah, okay, go, definitely go and have a look at it. I haven't got a moderator that I can say go find his thing, and I don't think I can link it up either. But I did actually put it in my liked videos on my playlist. Go and have a look and go check it out. It's 8 p.m. Christmas Eve, so Sandra and I have about 4 hours of installation of the life-size dollhouse. Oh, Eric, good luck. I remember putting together trampolines, and you're having phone problems. Can't chat, but says Merry Christmas, Merry Aussie Christmas, Merry American Christmas to you, Carolyn. It's stinking hot here. Don't know what your weather's like, but we're sweating. Yeah, and I'll get back to Eric a little bit. Yeah, I've been there, done that, Eric, many, many, many times, and I know what you're feeling. And some of the things you can't put together until that night because the kids will find it. So, Tuxedo Mars, I've never done Hangouts, been wanting to. Are you still able to see the chat from the YouTube on Hangout? No. You have to open up. Basically, what I've done is I've opened up my Hangouts. Then what I've done is opened up my channel, clicked onto my live stream, minimize my Google Hangout, and I can follow the chat to the side. And if I wanted to, I could type something. It just clicks out of the Google chat, and I can say to you, I'm sending a hello, if I can get rid of these notifications. So there, you can continue, and then you can just bring your Google Hangout back up. So I'm still not an expert at it at all. It's winter here, but in the south, oh, you just help your neighbour with the hate trampolines. Shocking. I can't do it on my own, Eric. I need a man to help me. You'll check your lights for, yeah, absolutely, Tuxedo Mars. Yeah, trampolines are hard to put up. It's winter here, but in the south, it's still hot. Well, what would your temps actually be, Joe? Because my temps are going to be about 34 today, Celsius, that is. I've no idea in Fahrenheit. Once upon a time, we used to do Fahrenheit. I've lost that now. Here in South Carolina too, driver. So your temps would be sitting and staying at around, oh, good, Tuxedo. Then I'm glad you found it. I think you'll enjoy Robert. And he's actually doing a live stream, a Christmas Eve one tonight. If anybody's interested in going and checking it. It's 8 p.m. his time. So I have no idea what the time would be in the US, but I just know that we're like 12 hours behind him, so, or 14 hours. So at 8 o'clock at night, it was 6 o'clock in the morning here for me. Oh, 60 Fahrenheit, not sure how to convert it. I could, aren't we lazy? Because, you know, I now use the iPad and the iPhone to do all that stuff. We get so lazy. You know, once upon a time, we had to use our head. Oh, 80 Fahrenheit, about 26. That's cold. That's cold, Joe. And it's even colder for you, Eric, because if it's 26 and it's 80, we're going to be 80, what, 7? Fahrenheit, or 90 Fahrenheit. All I know is it's stinking hot, and I would love a white Christmas. 1 year. Okay, Tommy, I hope you get some wonderful presents tomorrow. And Merry Christmas for tomorrow, sweetie. Here's the first one on your likes, yep. Yeah, well, it gets rougher as the video goes along, Tuxedo Mask, because they're sitting there all drinking, and I'm sitting there drinking my cup of tea. Who drinks at 6 o'clock in the morning anyway? But yeah, they start to get a little bit tipsy, and then they start to say a few more bits and pieces, and yeah, and I tried to be good. Hi, Claudette. Welcome to my live stream today. Oh, thank you, Claudette. That's wonderful. Google says 15 Celsius, which is warm considering it's winter. Yeah, I guess so. We here in Queensland, well, where I live, would maybe get down to that at 3 o'clock in the morning. For us, a cold day might be 19. Your wife would, Aussies, laugh out loud. Yeah, Aussies. We're a good lot of people, actually, I think. I think we're a pretty friendly lot of people. Well, I know that I am. I guess I've met a few that, you're welcome, Tuxedo Mask, that aren't so, but you get that everywhere in the world, don't you? Night, sweetie. Not a worry. I know where everybody's busy. So do you all never have cold weather pythons? Eric, I would say this year I put my heating on twice. And that might have been first thing in the morning, just to warm the house up, and then boom, off. I think the lowest we ever got during the day was 2021 this winter. Where are winters? We're not getting them really anymore. Thanks, Claudette. I had all my children's names put on my tattoos, if you want to have a look, which I've never really. And my eldest son's name is Jess. My next son's name is Jared. I'm guessing this is backwards for you guys. I do have my, well, this is hard, positioning myself, Taylor, Matt and Taylor. So there's Jess, Jara, Matt and Taylor are my 4 children. And then on my back, which you won't be able to see, but I'll try and turn around and maybe you'll see a little bit of it. Here I go, flashing all my tattoos to you people. But that's my back one. And that has got all my grandchildren's name. And I now have 9 grandchildren. So I can actually see myself doing it on this one because it's in lag. So that's good. But I have all my grandchildren's names on my back, and there's 8. And I've now got one more grandchild's name to go and have put on there, which is Chase. So my daughter's been nagging me. And this arm I've saved because I am going to have a snake put on this arm. But I wanted to do my children first. I love my snakes, but I have to have my children first to some degree in my life. Oh, wonderful, Claudette. How old are your grandchildren? You need more ink. Oh, yeah, get more ink. I can say that. And I have to say to you guys that I didn't get my tattoos until I was 50. So, hi guys. Oh, hi Metal Hammer Jimmy. Welcome to the stream. Merry Christmas. Yes. And all my beautiful pythons, they are set of 4-year-old twin boys in that 5. Wow. Twin boys. I'd rather twin boys than twin girls. I have one unsuccessful tattoo. Want to cover up with such flowers? Yeah, easy to. 11, 6, 4, 5, and 2. Wow, that's very similar to me, actually, Claudette. I have, my eldest granddaughter is 10. Then it goes, you know, or 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, and so on. So all under 11 years of age. But, you know, I started having my family very, very young. Well, not young. I was 18. That's not really young by any standards. Back then it was. So, of course, I've been a young nan and I love it. 2 4-year-olds. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I've loved being a young nana. I've had the energy to keep up with the kids, which is a good thing. I'm not one of those old nanas that sits in a rocker and knits. You know, I was very active with the kids. Not so much now, but I was, well, I guess I wasn't really young, because if you take 11 years off me, I was 46. So that's when my first granddaughter was born. And the twins are your daughter. You're okay. I'm 57, Claudette. So, hi, Munson Burner. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, everybody, for hanging there with me today after that total disaster. And it appeared to be a total disaster, but I thought, hang on, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to go back on for a little while, because I really did want to wish everybody, you know, a Merry Christmas. And I live stream on a Monday at 10:30, and I wasn't not going to live stream either. I love doing 70s girls, yes, and even, you know, as in the 60s, I grew up listening to the Beatles, Claudette, and the Beatles actually came to Australia in 1964 and toured here, and I was all dressed up in my Beatle jacket with my Beatle flag, and my mum took me down to the big parade in Melbourne so I could actually see them. And I remember standing there, and I did actually get my photo in the big major newspaper, The Age or one of those, as the littlest Beatle fan. Do you all have Christmas lunch or dinner? We actually do both, Eric. And generally why I do that is because, you know, I have the in-laws that like to have time with their kids as well. So I do the dinner because that gives me all day to chill and not rush. But generally we'll do more so a big lunch, that big dinner, and I was just watching Lily. And then dinner is pretty easy. Oh yes, and the Bee Gees. Oh gosh, you're bringing back a lot of memories, Claudette. And do you ever think to yourself when you think about those? Same to you, Tuxedo Mask. Loved having you here. It was great. Grew in the generation when music was good. I got to say, I grew up listening to Olivia Newton-John. My favourite all-time star. My daughter got tickets this year, and we saw her a couple of months ago. Wow, that's great. I was sort of the the Doobie Brothers, the Eagles, Neil Young, a little bit different, but I do remember, and don't laugh at me, guys, please don't laugh at me. But I remember getting concert tickets when I was 11 years old to go and see. Somebody's going to laugh. I can see that coming. I went and saw David Cassidy because I just adored him when I was 11 years old. And he only just recently died too. But yeah, I went to his concert for my 11th birthday, and I thought it was terrific. So Eric Clapton, Van Morrison, gosh, and my tastes are still the same. You know, I listen to Matchbox 20, well, Rob Thomas, a lot, I must say. I'll put him on before I put anybody else on. And I don't know if anybody has heard of Narco Bear. Ah, cool, Carolyn. I get it. He was a bit of a honey. There's no denying that he was a good-looking fellow. Oh, hi, Walt Twins. Thank you for joining me today. That's fabulous. It's great to see some new people. Janis Joplin, who didn't listen to Janis? I mean, and who doesn't know her? What a legend she was. I can tell you. Yep, and it's morning, but it's good evening for you, Walt Twins. As I said, we've got up, the kids have opened up their Christmas presents. I was so excited. And my first stream, as some people went on, you could hear this this weird noise. I'm flicking off everything. I'm trying to figure out what is this noise that's going on. And it was actually one of my boys in their bedroom fiddling with their drone, and obviously the signals interfere. So I know no drone going while I'm live streaming, boys. So yeah, drone for Christmas. So of course, naturally, he wanted to fiddle with it, and I can understand that. I would have probably done the same thing as a kid, though we didn't have drones or PlayStations or iPods or iPads and all of that stuff. I remember not even having coloured TV until I was 14. Ah, cool, Claudette. You better go feed the hubs, that's for sure. It's Christmas Eve. You know, got to give him dinner. Thank you for joining me, Claudette, and welcome. Great. I'd love to see you back. I got drone now. Ha ha ha, small one. Oh, cool. Does it take any video, Azzy? Oh, actually, guys, this is, I was getting a snake for Christmas. Yeah, well, twins arrived, and welcome to them, and great to see them. Cool drones. I want one too. I didn't get one. Oh, you uploaded. I haven't seen it yet. I will check it out, Azzy. But guys, I didn't get my snake because my snake hasn't arrived and isn't born, and a mum didn't become gravid, even as far as we know. She's not gravid. So I may not be getting my rough scale right now. So I thought to myself, what do I get? And this is what I got. I'll share it with you. I saw this for sale. I didn't know it came with this handy little waterproof case, which it is. Anybody know what it is? Before I even open it up, it's in a waterproof case. Would you have any clue from the case what goes in here. But anyway, I won't keep you hanging. But I picked up a GoPro Hero 3. It's not 3 Plus. Oh, telescope. Oh, that'll be good, Munson burner. I got this with the waterproof case and everything, plus the selfie stick and every attachment that you could possibly think of for $100. I was not going to pass that up. You got the 4 silver, and I've never seen a box like this. Yeah, look, I haven't used it yet, Joe. The camera, I'll show you the camera that I use. And you can, this is, I've taken a video. I've only really had a quick look at it. I haven't set it up. I know I've got the GoPro app to organize. I want to fiddle with the settings, etc., and have a play with it before I really do much with it. And I haven't had a chance, of course, with Christmas here. But this is the actual camera that I use to do my videos, guys. If you can see, and it's a bit battered, but I bought it. Oh, yeah, you did too. I remember that, Munson burner. Hello, Cami. Yeah, I'm back, honey. Lots of issues, but anyway, this is what Merry Christmas to you for tomorrow. And it has the flip screen, and as you can see, it's a little bit scratched and whatever, but the lens is all good. And I picked this one up for $125 secondhand as well, and it does everything. You know, it's got time lapse, it's got multiple settings, it's got Wi-Fi. $125. We dedicated a part of the lake to my wife's mum and gave it to my wife as a gift. They used to go there the whole time my wife was growing up. That was your Christmas present, Eric? Wow. Absolutely, it would be rough on it, Eric. That is an amazing thing to do. Very thoughtful thing to do, actually. It is the thoughtfulness, I think, that means so much to us, more than what the actual gift is. And if you give something that means and has a meaning to us, it just means so much more. That's so lovely. Hi, Dog Mikey and Dog House Report. How much love, Merry Christmas, love you much, my friend. Same to you and welcome. I'm seeing some new faces, names. Oh, wouldn't it be great if I could see your faces? I do see your faces. I do watch your videos. So I am starting to get to know people a little bit more now. And I decided not to have a snake with me today. My snake's going to have a pretty busy day today with everybody, especially the kids wanting to have a look at them and so forth. So I thought I might give them a little bit of a rest today and let them chill before everybody arrives and starts saying, can I hold Lily? Can I see Jack? Can I? Yeah. And I like to let the kids spend some time with my snakes, because I think it's just really good for my snakes as well to have that interaction with the young kids. I know my snakes are perfectly fine with it. I have complete trust in my snakes, and the children that I have around them, I have a lot of faith in them. Of course, I wouldn't leave them with the littlies, but the older ones are quite capable of hanging with my snakes, and my snakes enjoy it as well. So, guys, I am so grateful for all of you being here today. It's wonderful to see you all. And I know that you're all busy. I'm flat out. and I've been trying to keep up with all of your videos. Yeah, I have 2 waterproof cameras, Azzy, and this particular one, Azzy, all it has is a lock mechanism here. You just turn it, and you just put it in the water. No case, no nothing. As soon as you press that, it's completely waterproof. It's just amazing, this camera. It's an older version of the Olympus Tough, but boy, I'll get the newer version eventually, but for now, that one's perfect for me. Sounds good on it as well. So I've had no issues with it, and I've dropped it a few times. Not from, well, it says that it's droppable for quite a big shockproof by 7 foot. So, you know, I could drop it from here, but I'm not going to. Be careful with the GoPro, your mic gonna be shite, is it? Okay. Well, I'll have to. I do have in my editing program a way of, when the cover is, yeah, I won't. When I'm just filming my snakes outside or whatever, I think I'll just hold it as I won't put the case on at all. So anyway, guys, I am going to love and leave you. It's okay, Azzy. You can use that word. We know what you're meaning, and you're not saying it to somebody else. You're referring to the actual camera itself. So that's perfectly fine, honey. So I am going to love you and leave you, and I am going to enjoy my Christmas Day with my family and my kids. And tomorrow, I want you to all have an incredibly amazing day yourselves. And I will be thinking of you. And I am catching up on videos. And Merry Christmas, Tuxedo Mask. And like I said, thank you for all of those that just came in, even if it was just for a couple of minutes to say hello and to say goodbye. I really, really appreciate it. And I think my son is calling. He is. I better answer it, hey, because he might need me desperately. Do you want to listen to my son have a little bit of a chat before we go? Hi, Irish Project. Hi, sweetie. What's up? Woo! Merry Christmas, Cammy.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Merry Christmas to you. I'm live streaming, so they can hear your voice. Hey, Jax. Merry Christmas. Oh. What did you get? This could be long, guys. So I'll say, hang on, bub. I'll say goodbye to you all. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Tell your son I said, the Irish Project said to say Merry Christmas to you, Matt. Merry Christmas to you too. So guys, love you. Oh, Reptomaniac. I'm just about to go, sweet. If you want to go back and have a look at the Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for popping in. I love you all, and I will have some videos up by Azzy. I'll have some videos up over the week, and I'll talk to you again next Monday, and we'll have a chat, and you can tell me all what you got for Christmas. So, ciao.